January 2000, I go to my first marketing workshop. This was an in-person event. It was in Los Angeles. So I traveled all the way from Colorado to Los Angeles to attend this event. I had never been to any kind of marketing event, any kind of business event. This is the first time ever I'd gone to a conference. And my life was never the same again. I made a key connection there, started developing a friendship with someone, Brian Kurtz. You might know him. Brian's an amazing person, and he was many steps ahead of me in the industry. And I met Brian. 22 years later, Brian is in my high-end mastermind. He's one of my dearest friends, certainly within the industry, and one of my dearest friends, period. He's an amazing person. The very first person who spoke at that conference was Corey Rudel. There's a name from the past that a few of you might have heard of. But when Corey walked out on that stage, he was the first person, and he just blew me away. I was just absolutely enthralled. And that was the moment where I said, I want to do that. I want to be the person up on stage. I want to be teaching marketing. This is back then. My business was all about the stock market. But right then I want to be up on stage. I want to be teaching entrepreneurs. It was this feeling. It was an amazing feeling. And then during this conference, I had a few key takeaways that led just a month later into my first ever six-figure launch. That was all in my first ever workshop, but I was hooked. I knew that I could just see how my thinking, how my knowledge, how my connections, how my inspiration, how my ambition took this huge leap forward by being in an immersive event surrounded by other entrepreneurs and soon-to-be entrepreneurs. And so I was hooked. It was in 2001. About a year later, I went to my second conference. And again, the connections I made there are people that I still know to this day. And that's the thing I've learned, is that there's nothing like that immersive experience of being at a conference, being at a workshop, to move you forward. In 2003, my third one, February 2003, I went to the big seminar, it was called, in Dallas. And again, I had to travel from Colorado to Dallas. And I met 4 people who would become key partners, actually joint venture partners, who would end up, I did over the years, probably $10 million. I know these numbers sound crazy. $10 million in business with those 4 people. The connections, the inspiration, the learning, the momentum that you get from being in that kind of an environment, surrounded by people that are building businesses, it's just breathtaking to me. Absolutely breathtaking to me. 4 years later, I fulfilled that vision I had way back. That Corey Rudel gave me that vision, and I put on my first conference. And it was actually in Denver. It cost $5,000 to attend. I had right around 103, 104 people there. It was 3 days. It was amazing. I loved it. And that just sort of gave me a little taste. Then in 2010, I hit this rhythm where I started doing usually 1, sometimes 2 conferences a year, so I could create that experience for my people. And it's been my business. It sort of has 2 chapters. It was like the chapter of before I started doing conferences and workshops, and the chapter of after. Because what I learned is that one of my absolute unique abilities, one of my superpowers, and I don't say that with any ego because we all have superpowers, but one of my superpowers is putting on live workshops and creating an immersive environment that moves people forward. And specifically within that, I'm just really good at creating an incredible community and fostering those connections and fostering that feeling of empowerment and actually delivering on that feeling of empowerment. So I tell all this to you because I am such a fan of live events. I'm such a fan of workshops. I'm a fan. I've attended, I don't know, probably dozens, maybe 100, I don't know, somewhere in there, a lot of them, because they get me results. And I'm a fan of putting them on because this is my ego speaking. There's no one out there that puts them on like I do, that treats that both has this curriculum that we all work through together and get an incredible amount of work done, but also just creates this bubble of community. And it's just a lot easier to move forward when you're working together with other people, even if they're new friends that you'd never met before. So we're coming up. This is sort of my pump up video. I'm trying to pump up you to possibly attend my event, but I'm pumped because next week, this coming Friday, will be my PLF Live conference. This will be the 14th time I've done it. As far as I know, it's the longest running conference / workshop. Really, it is a workshop. We get a lot of work done in the industry. I think it's the longest running continuous event in the industry. And my team and I have literally put in hundreds of hours. And as I speak to you right now, I just came off, I had 3.5 hours of meetings just today alone with my team because there are an incredible number of details. Like my whole goal is that for the people, for the attendees showing up, it looks seamless, it looks effortless, it looks like it's just everything just unfolds as it should, that there's no loose ends, that I'm never scrambling, that we're always on time, that everything is working flawlessly. But anyone who's done an event or anything like this knows behind the scenes, there's a huge amount of work. So yeah, like I said, 3.5 hours just of meetings that I was on. And then my team had another 1.5 hours that I wasn't on. And that's just today. So we've put hundreds of hours into PLF Live. And I think it's going to be extraordinary. And of course, this year, it's virtual. So you don't have to book a flight. You don't have to fly. Usually we do these in Phoenix. When we've done these as in-person events, they've usually been in Phoenix. So you don't have to book a flight. You can, no matter where you are in the world, it just takes an internet connection. This probably might, who knows, it could be the last time we do it virtually because I'm really looking forward to getting back in person. But for this one, you can attend wherever you are in the world. And it's going to be awesome. It's this coming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Of course, depending on when you watch this video, it might have already passed. So I'll put a link down below so you can check to see if you still get in. The price, I think I mentioned that first conference I did, the first workshop I did, I charged $5,000 to get in. This one is a lot more inexpensive. The investment is ridiculously small for the value you get. It's all about getting your launch planned. So if you can't tell, I am pumped up for this event. I'm looking forward to this event. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be the best ever. I actually just spent the last 3 or 4 days reviewing every minute from last year's event. That's just part of my preparation so that I can get better every year. And I was like, wow, that was good. That was good. That was good. Oh, you can do better here. I can do better here. I can do. So it's going to be the best ever PLF Live. I'm looking forward to it. And I hope you consider joining me. Click the link down below. Check it out. You're going to be shocked at how inexpensive it is. And we're going to get... every year we have launches that come out of this event that do $3,000, $10,000, $30,000, $50,000, $100,000. You're going to be surrounded by people that are doing launches. There will be people in the audience that have done $100,000 launches, $300,000 launches, $1 million launches. Wouldn't you love to be in a room surrounded by people that are doing it and have done it and getting coaching from me and my team on putting together your launch plan? That's what PLF Live is all about. Click the link down below and let's go get them this week.